I am so confused over this Proposal 5. I am not sure how I will vote Tuesday.
Those against Proposal 5 have done a good job of confusing voters. But it is really simple. It would require a 2/3 vote of the legislature or a vote of all the people before any state tax can be raised or a new tax created. What questions do you have?
Opponents say it would allow a minority to control the process. 135 lawmakers could vote for a tax and only 13 senators could block it.
Well, that is some pretty creative math. If you use the same method to count, then right now 129 lawmakers could pass something and only 19 senators could block it. A difference of only 6 senators if Proposal 5 passes.
I would think that if a proposal could get all the votes in the House from both parties and then not be able to get 6 extra votes in the Senate, it would be a pretty bad tax proposal.
Exactly. And that is why Proposal 5 is a good idea.
Opponents are saying that states that have this kind of 2/3 requirement to raise taxes don't do as well as other states.
That is an interesting claim. If you go to the opponent's website, they list 9 states with this requirement and compare them to Michigan based on personal income and unemployment rate. What is funny is that by their own chart 6 have a better unemployment rate than Michigan and 7 have better personal income. So by their own chart, Michigan would be better off with Proposal 5.
What about the claim that a supermajority requirement is extreme and does not belong in the Constitution?
If that were true, then why are there already numerous supermajority requirements already in the state constitution?
What do you mean? What other supermajority requirements are in the Constitution now?
Right now in our current Constitution, it takes a 2/3 supermajority to repeal our banking laws, override a governor's veto, and raise the Headley spending limit. It takes a 3/4 supermajority to raise property taxes. And here is a really interesting one. Right now, if the Civil Service Commission recommended a 50% raise for all state employees, it could not be reduced or rejected unless a 2/3 supermajority of the legislature voted to do that.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that a 2/3 supermajority vote to stop a state employee pay raise is okay, but Michigan taxpayers are not good enough to get the same kind of protection against a tax hike?
Apparently it is not extreme to let a minority control a proposed state pay raise, but it is extreme when it comes to giving taxpayers the same rights. So the same government labor unions that are in the coalition opposed to Proposal 5 are okay with it when it comes to protecting their pay raises.
What about all the claims about special interests that are behind Proposal 5?
Go to the Proposal 5 opponents' website at Defend Michigan Democracy and take a look at the list of members in their coalition. It reads like a who's who of special interests, including government labor unions and other groups that make their living off of taxpayer dollars.
Okay, then what about this thing where most of the funding for Proposal 5 came from one person?
The coalition against Proposal 5 is full of groups that did the same thing to get their pet proposals on the ballot, like Proposals 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is okay for them to buy signatures to get their proposals on the ballot, but God forbid a private citizen should do the same. No matter how this proposal got there, Proposal 5 moves power away from lobbyists, special interests, and those who live off of taxpayer money and puts it in the hands of those that are paying the bills, hard-working taxpayers.
I have heard enough. The only special interests that will benefit from Proposal 5 are hard-working families and citizens. I am voting for Proposal 5.
And so should you.